Kararavindena padaravindam Mukharavinde viniveshayantam Vatasya patrasya puteshayanam Balam mukundam manasa smarami I bow down to the small child Mukunda. Mukunda means giver of liberation. I bow down to the small baby Mukunda who is reclining on the scriptures. He is reveling himself lying down in the scriptures, in the Vedas. He is playing, joyfully playing, reveling himself as if he is holding on his toes and sucking the toes. And to that small baby, Shri Krishna, giver of liberation, I bow down to him. Tomorrow is Shri Krishna Janmashtami. Krishna Janmashtami comes celebrated in the 5th month according to the solar calendar, month of Simha. Or it comes in the 5th or 6th month according to the lunar calendar, either in Shravan or Bhadrapad. The 5th month always is fixed in the solar calendar. And tomorrow, we sometimes call it as Krishna Janmashtami, sometimes we call it as Krishna Jayanti. Jayanti, we call it as Shri Krishna Jayanti when on the Ashtami day, the dark fortnight, on the 8th night, at the time of moon rise, if Rohini Nakshatra is there, that night is called as Shri Krishna Jayanti. If that Rohini is not there, then it is called as Shri Krishna Ashtami, Janmashtami. For tomorrow is the 8th Ashtami, and at the time of moonrise, past midnight, it is only a Kritika Nakshatra. Rohini hasn't come. Rohini will come on Saturday. So, Rohini is not coinciding at the time of moonrise. That is why it is called as Shri Krishna Janmashtami. And Bhagavan Shri Vedavyasa calls Shri Krishna as Mahayogeshwara. An embodiment of yoga, Lord Shri Krishna is an embodiment of yoga who gives yoga to others. Who gives yoga to others. And Shri Krishna's life is an inspiration for small babies. For other avatars, inspiration for the adults, whereas Shri Krishna's life, small babies, they get enchanted with the stories of Shri Krishna. It's for small children, he is an inspiration. For youths, he is an inspiration. For old people, he is an inspiration. Very, very old people, he is an inspiration. He is an inspiration, all-round inspiration. He is an inspiration for everyone. And if a small baby is looking so cute, we call that baby as Krishna. This baby looks like a Krishna. So that the Krishna, everyone associated with that one, the meaning of Krishna means attractive. One who attracts, pulls us towards him. The more we have so many enchanting things in the world, the most enchanting thing in the world is Bhagavan Shri Krishna. And Bhagavan Shri Krishna is the incarnation of the Bhagavan. Though there are many incarnations from Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, Rama, and the Buddha, And Sri Krishna's incarnation, we revere that one most. We revere Sri Krishna's incarnation most because Lord Bhagavan Shri Krishna was there in this Kali Yuga where we are also there. He was there in this Kali Yuga also where we are at present. He was there in the same Kali Yuga. And though Buddha's avatara happened after Bhagavan Shri Krishna, we revere Shri Krishna's avatara most because in his incarnation both jnana and the nasha karya happened. His incarnation both giving the knowledge and his destruction of the wicked. Wicked has happened in Krishna avatara, but it was not obvious in Buddha avatara. In Sri Krishna, he talks about why he incarnated himself. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Why he took avatara? Sri Krishna says, time to time I take avatara to protect the wise, to protect the good people for destruction of the wicked and to re-establish the path for the virtuous people to tread. It was destroyed by the wicked. He relays the path so that without fear the noble people can tread. And Shri Krishna says, not only that one, he is there within everyone. Whatever we do in our life, Shri Krishna says he is the ultimate enjoyer of everything. And enjoyer, he is there, not only he is an enjoyer, he is there in everyone's heart. He is not, he was 5,000 years back, we can't say. Shri Krishna says he is there within everyone, even now and in the future. Within everyone, he regards everyone as the closest friend, and he cares for each and everyone. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva-loka maheshwaram suhridam sarva-bhutanam jnatva mam shanti mrityati. The one attains the unshakable peace, realizing the Lord he was only 5,000 years back, he is still there within everyone. And Shri Krishna says, not only I am within everyone, I am the highest. Nothing exists beyond me. Nothing exists beyond me. And in other religion also, other incarnation, for example, Jesus talks about Father in the heaven, and Muhammad incarnation also talks about the Allah in the heaven, whereas Shri Krishna says, I am the God. I am the God. This nothing exists beyond me. I take birth whenever situation desperately needs. I am the God. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya maiy sarva idam protam sutre manigana iva. No other religion, that's God himself is talking. Shri Krishna says, I am the highest. Nothing exists beyond me. And not only the talk, many people, they claim themselves their God, but Arjuna asked them that out of humility, I want to see that one, whatever you talked about, you said you are the God, you said you are everywhere, I want to see your cosmic form. Arjuna talks about in the 11th chapter, evam etad yatatma atmanam parameshwara drashtumichami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. I want to see your cosmic form. You said you are pervading everywhere, I want to see. Shri Krishna not only said, he gave a special vision for Arjuna, and he says, Pashyami me partha rupani shatashota sahasrasha nana vidhani divyani nana varna kritini cha. Look at my cosmic form. I pervade everywhere, and whatever you want to see, whatever you aspire to see, you can see me. Bhagavan revealed his cosmic form to Arjuna. Not only Arjuna, Bhagavan Shri Krishna revealed the cosmic form to Mother Yashoda twice. He revealed his cosmic form to Dhritarashtra, and he revealed his cosmic form to Udanka and Akrura and others. Many times he revealed his cosmic form. And Bhagavan says this cosmic form is possible. One who sees God everywhere, when one starts seeing God everywhere and serving, dedicating the life for serving others, when the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam dawns, one feels the presence of Lord's presence, cosmic form. And Shri Krishna says, you can behold, comprehend this type of cosmic form, and by no other means it is not possible, only through devotion. No other means apart from devotion you can behold this cosmic form. And Shri Krishna says, Bhaktya stu anyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum drashtum tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Only Bhaktya stu anyaya shakya. No other means apart from devotion you can comprehend this cosmic form. Cosmic form, me pervading everywhere. Devotion is paramount. The paramount for devotion to dawn, devotion dawns with the knowledge. Devotee is devotion is not a sign of weakness. Devotion dawns through knowledge. Without knowledge, it's not a blind belief. Through knowledge. When through the knowledge devotion dawns, one is motivated to do more. See the Lord everywhere and reach out wherever possible. Karma yoga dawns. Jnana yoga leads to bhakti yoga. Through bhakti and jnana combination, karma yoga. The synthesis of three, it is paramount for the beholding, to paramount for becoming the greatest of the devotees. And Shri Krishna says many devotees are there. The synthesis, one who has the synthesis of karma, bhakti and jnana is there, becomes the highest of the devotees. Shri Krishna says all devotees are good, but the one who has the synthesis of all three is the best. Udara sarva-bhutanam jnani tvatmaiva me matam astita sahi yuktatma mameva nuttamam gatim. All devotees are good, but one who has a synthesis of karma, jnana and bhakti, that is the best of the devotees. Tvatmaiva me matam, that devotee is my own, it's a part of myself. It's part of myself, and Shri Krishna says it's like my own. And in the leading up to that one, Shri Krishna talks about the bhakti is paramount to realize the Bhagavan, and Shri Krishna talks about in the 12th chapter the Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, he talks about the qualities of devotee he wants to see. All devotees are good. The synthesis of three is the best. He wants the best of the devotees. He wants to see the best of devotees. He talks about 40 qualities a devotee needs to acquire. And repeat this in 8 shlokas he covers that one. Advesta sarva-bhutanam maitrah karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankarah sama-duhkha-sukhah ksami santustah satatam yogi yatatma drdha-niscayah mayy arpita-mano-buddhir yo mad-bhaktah same priyah yasmān nodvijate loko lokān nodvijate chayah harsham-bhayodvegair mukto yah sacha me priyah anapeksha shuchir-daksha udasino gata-vyathah sarvārambha-parityāgī bhakti-man me priyo naraha yo na hrishyati na dvesti mad-bhaktah same priyah yo na hrishyati na dvesti na shochati na kaṅkshati śubhāśubha-parityāgī bhakti-man same priyah samashatro cha mitre cha tata mana-pamanayoh shītoshna sukha-dukkeshu samasanga-vivarjitah tulyanindastutir-mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa-stiramati bhakti-man me priyo naraha yo etu dharmyamritamidam yatoktam pariyupasate shraddhadhana mat-parama bhaktaste atīva me priyah. Devotee is exceedingly dear to me. That devotee is exceedingly dear to me. Dear to me, one who has become dear to Lord, nothing more to be gained in life. That devotee has got everything in the life. We must aspire to become most dear to Lord. What are the qualities? One he talks about advesta. The one quality Sri Krishna first talks about advesta, not holding grudge against others. Grudge, not holding the grudge. Even if I die, I won't forget about what that person has done. No enmity, no grudge against that one. It's a mark of a devotee. The maitrah, second one is friendly. Friendly to everyone. Not friendly to only one close to him. Whole world is one family. Vasudhaiva kutumbakam. When the whole world is one family, everyone is my friend. When I see whole world is my friend, I am motivated, inspired with so much of energy. If I see whole world is an enemy, or if I see only the chosen few as my friends, I am limiting myself with a small amount of energy. When the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam dawns, you are infused with so much of energy, you are tapping into the cosmic energy. Karuna evacha, being compassionate to the, if you can turn off your microphone please, karuna evacha, karuna, be compassionate. Have compassionate to the people who are going through the tough time. Karuna evacha. Nirmama. The nirmama, the fourth quality Sri Krishna is talking about, not attached to your possession. This is mine, not to touch that one. It's a mama. This is mine, not to be too the possessive of whatever you have. Nirmama, nirahankarah, not to be too egoistic. When you have things in your life, things are going, if the wind is blowing in your way, not to become too arrogant in your life. The tide can change any time. Just because wind is blowing now in your side, not to become too arrogant. Nirmama, nirahankarah, sama-duhkha, sama-duhkha, sama-sukha. it is talking about be balanced, not to go into depression when the wind is not blowing on your side. Or sukha, if the wind is favor to you, not to become too overboard, balanced. Good time or the bad time, try to maintain balance. That is yoga. Yoga means nothing but having a balanced personality. Not to become, when the bad time, not to become, go into depression. And mental health is a challenge across the world. Because of this one, we don't know how to manage our mind. Because of the mind, people go into depression. Mental health is a challenge across the world. It is affecting small children also. Shri Krishna says not to, why I am becoming depressed, I feel there is nobody is there to look after me. I have no faith in God. When I do not have faith in the God, then I feel nobody is there to look after me. Then when I have no faith, then how can I become a devotee? When I am overboard, good time, not to say that because of your hard work you made so much of, you have prosperity in your life, and not to forget about the God during that time. Level-headedness, the tough time or happy time, not to say you are the one doing everything. Not to forget. Always think of the Bhagavan when it's a good time or bad time. And like Kunti says, give me more and more challenging time, tough time, so that I can think of you all the time. More problem, more I think of you. If I am getting only good things, then I forget about you. I want to think of you all the time. Good time or bad time, not to forget the Lord. It is the sign of a devotee, Shri Krishna is saying. All the time, think of Bhagavan. He is the sole friend we have. We have so many friends outside, but one who is there all the time, like I mentioned earlier, Bhoktaram yajña-tapasam sarva-loka-maheshwaram suhridam sarva-bhutanam. One who is there with us, within everyone's heart, all the time. Who is there? Suhrid, who wants to wish well of us. Other well-wishers are there for a limited time. Shri Krishna says, I am there within everyone's heart. I am the sole well-wisher of everyone. Why I am there in everyone's heart? Because I am wishing well of everyone. I want everyone to become great. That is why I am there within. Be my devotee. You realize that one. And sama-duhkha-sukhah ksami. The sukha, ksami. Next quality, ksami. The seventh one, be pardon. Pardon others' mistake. Not to say that I won't pardon. Pardon in Ramachandra also, in Ramayana, he says Ravana would have abducted my wife. But still, if he comes to me and surrenders to me, and I will forgive all his mistakes. All his mistakes, and everyone, Sri Rama says, everyone does mistakes. If you are apologetic, yes, I am with open-hearted, I will absolve that person. We should have a big heart to ksama. Ksama should be there. If the ksama is not there, ksama is not there, that will haunt us more. As we getting older, that starts haunting us. You should able to forgive others. Ksama. Then ksami, santustah. santustah, ninth quality, santustah, eighth quality, Shri Krishna is talking about tushta. Tushta means happy. Santustah, samyak tushta, happy in all dimensions. Only not if I get this one, I will be happy. Tushta means happy. Happy, people say, I wish I get that one. I will be very happy if I get that one. Santustah is samyak tushta. Whatever happens, I am happy. That is also santosha. It's one of the niyama quality. Samyak tosha. Santushta. Whatever happens in all dimensions, I am happy. Satatam. Always striving for perfection. Devotee cannot be a complacent. Devotee won't be saying, I am a devotee, I have done a sadhana, I went to Badrinath, I have done my part, and I will sit laid back. The devotee is the one continuously striving. Dinaya minyo sayam prata, morning and evening, day and night, always thinking, striving for improving, always striving oneself. Satatam. Satatam means always striving and through implementing karma yoga, through jnana yoga, through bhakti yoga, always striving. Yogi yatatma. Yatatma, the yatatma yogi. Satatam yogi. The yogi is one. Yatatma means control over the senses. Control over the organs of action and organs of knowledge, not a loose talker, or the control over the senses and tongue. The food should not drive us. Without that, I can't exist, you can't say. For that, to train us, for example, tomorrow is Shri Krishna Janmashtami. It is a day for fasting also. Fasting, it's until the Krishna's Janma, the whole day is fasting. Why? It is to get control over the senses. I don't have control over the senses. My eyes are not listening, ears are not listening, tongue is not listening. I can't control my talking, the senses are not listening. How can I get the grace of Hrishikesha? Hrishikesha means Lord of the senses. He is called as a Lord of the senses. I should make an attempt to control. Then only I will invoke the Lord of the senses, Hrishikesha. Krishna's another name is Hrishikesha. Get through the control over your senses. And the fasting on Krishna Janmashtami, it says it is equivalent to fasting on 20,000 Ekadashi. Doesn't mean you should not fast on Ekadashi. Ekadashi, to give the importance of fasting on Krishna Janmashtami, it is mentioned. It is equivalent to 20,000 Ekadashi. Yes, Ekadashi also you should not forego, but to give the importance of fasting. Control over your senses. And the 11th one, drdha-niscayah, have the conviction. A devotee is not a wavering person. Today I am devoted to this deity, tomorrow another devotee, another deity, tomorrow somebody will say, you do this one, I give up whatever I am doing, I start a new course, and somebody will say, not that one, you do this way of sadhana. No, every day changing. Depending on how the wind is blowing, not that one. Devotee has made up his mind or her mind. Firm conviction, clear picture on the devotee. Jnana is there, karma is there, and focused. I know what I want. My goal of my Bhagavan is fixed. I know. Come what may, however hard is the path, I won't give up. May God bless me, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, bless me with strength. May this life or 10 lives after, I don't want to give up. May He remove all the obstacles from my path. Like Rukmini said, I don't mind, I want Shri Krishna alone. I am prepared to wait 100 lives or 1,000 lives. I don't care. I want Him alone. Drdha-niscayah, firm conviction. Maiy arpita-mano-buddhir, offering everything. Fruit of all actions. I don't want to take any responsibility in my life. Good or bad, I don't want to take credit or discredit. If whatever I wanted to do, if things did not happen what I wanted, the outcome did not come out as I expected, I don't want to take blame. I am not apologistic to others, sorry it did not come out well. Or if it comes out well, I am not taking a credit. And good or bad, I offer it at the feet of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Maiy arpita-mano-buddhir, Maiy arpita, offering your mind. Manomaya kosha I am talking about. Mind is not trained. When the mind is trained to follow the buddhi, follow the intellect, then the focus comes. Buddhi is completely surrendered, offering everything to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. When buddhi is taking mana along with that one and surrendering, offering the fruit of all actions to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, it's a mark of the devotee Shri Krishna is talking about. It's that type of devotee is dear to me. And the yasmān nodvijate loko, yasmān nodvijate loko, and one is not a nuisance to the world. Control over the senses. I am talking about in the niyama part also. You should lead a life such a way that you are not a burden to the world. Right from your carbon footprint. You are not, last week I touched upon our extravagant life. We are leading 1.75 times the earth limit. We are overspending, overusing water, energy, resources, polluting the earth and dumping unnecessary things. Where you should not be a burden to the world. Like gentle. Your steps should be very gentle. Reduce your carbon footprint. You are not a burden to the community. Wherever you are, whatever part of the world, you are an asset to them. You have to contribute. You are not here just to suck from the community. You have to give. Wherever you go, whether in Australia or India or Africa or wherever you go, you have to contribute. When you contribute, then the society regards you as part of them. When you are not contributing, when you are living for yourself, they isolate you, they want you to get rid of you. You may be a multimillionaire, and if you are not contributing back, then because of that, racial tensions, whatever it is happening, across the world, tensions are arising because we are only taking, not giving back. You should not be a nuisance to others. Yasmān nodvijate loko, lokān nodvijate chayah. Control your senses, control your mind such a way that world, you don't always, the world don't treat you the way in which you want to be treated. World, if you are lucky, they will treat you the way in which you wanted, the way in which you will be treated, not always not to your liking, not to get disheartened by the world. If they disrespect you or praise you in front and backstab you from the behind, not to get bogged down, not to influenced by the adversities, the negative comments from outside. Because of this, many youths, they are in the social media, they get easily swayed away by the bullying and other things. They feel depressed and suicidal tendency because they don't know how to handle the comments from others. Negative comments or positive comments, Sri Krishna gives an advice not to get bogged down by the opinions of people. Lokān nodvijate chayah. Then he talks about lokān nodvijate chayah, 14th one. The lokān nodvijate chayah. Your world is not disturbing you through yama. Harsha, marsha. Harsha, the 15th one, he's talking about not go overboard. Out of control, things are going well, not to go into the celebration mood. Suppose your football club or cricket club wins the match, people celebrate whole night drinking party, whole night, and wreck their life. Go overboard, control your emotion, not to go overboard. It's control. Harsha, marsha. Marsha means when you don't know how to control, when you are celebrating, reveling out of control, emotions not in your control. If anyone questions you, burst of anger comes. Control your emotions. Marsha means anger management. Very calm person. Bhagavan Shri Krishna likes that one. Not a short-tempered person. Harsha, marsha. Harsha mukta. Marsha mukta. Udvega mukta. Udvega, anxiety. Anxiety, very anxious. And hit the panic button. Udvega, another mental health issue. Udvega. I get very panic. I hit a panic button. Anxious. Very anxious. I am become very restless. My limbs are out of control. I am very shaky. Udvega mukta. It's Shri Krishna says another quality. Udvega mukta. And that type of devotee is dear to me. Anapeksha. Control, minimize your needs. Needs, the world has enough for the whole, the earth can give enough, can cater the needs of the whole humanity, but cannot meet the wants of even one person. If I keep on saying I want more, there is not enough. In Kathopanishad, the Nachiketa told Yama, you can't satisfy my greed. However much you give, I will add another zero next to that one, you can't satisfy. And it says anapeksha, that not to expect anything from others. Try to be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient. Whatever you have, be happy from within. Anapeksha, shuchi, daksha, shaucha, another niyama quality, purity. Maintain the purity in you. When the purity has gone, I don't know what food I am eating, where I am eating, whether that food provided by that person has earned righteously. And when the purity has lost, corruption, I take a bribe, and the purity, maintain the purity. And in your action and talking, maintain the purity, thinking. Anapeksha shuchir, daksha, devotee is not a lazy person. Oh, God will look after. God will look after. I ask people to come and attend yoga. One lady says, by God's grace I am healthy. And God's grace, God is looking after me. I don't need yoga. It's a yogi is not talking about, devotee is not talking about that one. Daksha, always alert. Do your best. Do your best not to say that God will come and look after me. God will look after me. Like one devotee is walking on the street, and one mad elephant started running, and Mahot sitting on that elephant, he said, this elephant is out of control, run away, run away. This man on the street, he said, Krishna will look after me, Krishna will look after me. That the elephant took that person by its trunk and threw him away. And he said, threw away, and I thought Krishna will look after me. I was doing the japa of Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. He did not look after me. What is wrong? Then a wise man who was saying that Krishna was sitting in Mahot, sitting on the elephant, he asked you to go away. He talked to you. He asked you to go. You did not listen. When you are not willing to listen, why you are blaming the God? Devotee is the one. Be alert. Shuchir daksha udasino gata-vyathah. Udasina, not too concerned about the profit and loss. Today is a profit, tomorrow is a loss. Income and expense, not to get too bogged down with that one. Like a trend, I talked about your credit rating. One day it may go down, but not to get bogged down. Always you make sure that you are always on the upward trajectory. Like share market, someday it may fall, next day it will pick up. Make sure that your investment is always, the small blips may be there, it is on upward trend. Udasino gata-vyathah. Sarva-rambha-parityāgī. Whatever you start, and not to say that I started this one, I did this one, because of me it is happening. Because of me yoga classes are running. Because of me this house is running. And not to devotee, not to say that one. Sarvārambha-parityāgī. Whatever it's Krishna's blessing, whatever is happening, his wish. It happened because of him, not to say because of me. It's not a quality. If I am claiming that because of me, it is not the quality of a devotee. Sarvārambha-parityāgī yona hrishyati, not getting excited, go as planned. Hrishyati, always that I am doing because of me. I started this one, things are going, happening, and not to things going well, not to keep on boasting about that one. Na shochati, yona hrishyati, na dveshti. If things are not happening as planned, not keep on pinpointing others. Because of you, my life is wrecked. Because of you, my life is wrecked. If it is a leader, yes, somebody has not done, yes, you had to point out, but not to keep on saying our company is in loss because of that person who left 10 years back. Like politicians, when they come to the power, our economy is bad because of our predecessors. Keep on saying, even whole term, whatever is their term, 3 years, 5 years, they keep on blaming the other one. You have to take ownership. Yona hrishyati, na dveshti, and na shochati. Not grieving. It should not have happened. It should not have happened. Not to take responsibility for anything in your life. Good happened or bad happened. If something did not happen, by something, some mistake has happened through you, not to keep on brooding over that one, now keep on brooding on that one. Na shochati. And keep on brooding past, you can't correct the past. You have to look ahead. It's a mark of a devotee. Na kankshati. Looking ahead of the future means not to keep on saying that I should get that one tomorrow. I should get that one. I'm not doing anything for tomorrow. Without doing anything for tomorrow, only expecting tomorrow is a better day, it won't happen. And it won't happen. You have to do. And people say, God in the heaven will look after me, and I am not doing anything worthwhile in my life. I say I am not doing any my worth in my life. I did not do anything. I will talk about God in the heaven will look after. How? If I can't do anything now, how the future tomorrow will be better? Tomorrow is dependent on today. You have to manage today better to get a better future. Na shochati, na kankshati. śubhāśubha-parityāgī. Whether good or bad has happened, give up the notion of both. Shubha, good or bad, not to take responsibility, offer it to the Lord. Parityāgī and sama-shatro cha mitre cha. Another definition of devotee and yogi. Yogi is balanced mind. People may be praising you or people may be censuring you. People may be raising objection to all whatever good you do. Keep on blaming you, criticizing you, not to get bogged down. Sama-shatro cha mitre cha. Level-headed mind. Level-headed mind, the na shochati, na kankshati, sama-shatro cha mitre cha, tata-mana-pa-manayoho. People may praise you or insult you, not to get bogged down. Mark of a leader. You have to, these are the mark of the leader. If you are a Prime Minister of the country, for example, Indian Prime Minister, so many criticism. If I am responding to each criticism and commenting and getting bogged down, I can't take the country forward. I should be able to communicate with people who are criticizing me also. These are the qualities of a devotee, qualities of a leader. Sama-shatro cha mitre cha tata manapa-manayoho. Shita, Ushna, Sama. Whether it's a hot summer, European summer, what it is going through, France, it's they say now it is around 40 degrees, or in Melbourne it is cold. It's a cold winter. Not to, here they have a tendency, it's a awful weather, bloody weather. Not to blame the weather outside, not to defile the weather within. Maintain the inner weather always at the balanced level. Outside weather, hot or cold, should not change the thermostat here. Your thermostat here always be in the same level. Inside you are very calm. Not to keep on blaming the weather. Shita, Sukha, Shita, Ushna, Sama. Sama, sańga-vivarjitah. I have so many friends. Every weekend I have a party. So many friends. And when the company of friends, and so now I have nobody to talk to, then also I am alone. Or in the company of people, whether company of the people or you are alone, you are maintaining the balance. I am alone, I am going into depression. I have so many friends and going to the overboard. And she says, whether in a company of people or sańga-vihinah, saṅgarato va saṅga-vihinah, the Shankaracharya's Bhaja Govindam also talks about, whether in the company or no company, you are balanced. Balanced, sańga-vivarjitah, no company, not to lose the mind, that type of devotee, dear to me. Tata mana apamanayoho, samasanga-vivarjitah, tulya ninda. Tulya ninda, Shri Krishna is talking about tulya ninda stuti. Tulya, people may be praising you. Ninda is criticizing you. And stuti, some people, they want to get some mileage out of you. Always they say, yes sir, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. They don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. They will say, I'm your closest friend. They will second everything. Whatever you say, they will be praising you in front and behind you to get their work done. Stuti, they may be praising you, but not to bog down. And when I was working in Calcutta, one supplier was there. Supplier, every day used to come to me. Sir, you are great. You are the best. You are the best. Every day, I haven't seen anyone like you. Every day praising. And then I resigned from that company, and I had to get some work done in the city, and I had some luggage. I went to its shop. Can I leave this luggage here for shopping? He behaved as if I am a stranger. How long it will take? I have no space. And the plate will change when you are in a good, if you want something to be done, people will be praising. When you are having a tough time, nobody wants you. The world will disown you, stuti. And in the good, people may be praising or whatever. You observe that one. Whatever they are saying, not to get carried away by them. Stuti, mauni, talk little, talk sparingly, not to be loose talker. Stuti mauni, santusto yena kenachit. You don't bank on others for your happiness. Your happiness is not dependent on others. Try to derive the happiness from within. Santusto yena kenachit. Whatever happens, and discover the means to acquire the happiness from within. Yena kenachit. Aniketa, not to be too possessive of your house or your possession, your family, and your palace, wherever you are living, as if you should be comfortable in a house, big house, or in a small hut, or the sky is the roof. Wherever it is, not to blame. Do not say, I want that one. Wherever your Bhagavan Shri Krishna puts you, try to be happy. Whether it's a hut, small hut, or a palace. Aniketa, not to get too attached. Aniketa, sthiramati, balanced mind. Always balanced mind. Sthiramati. Sthiramati, yatoktam pariyupasate. Always balanced mind. Come to the center, and the 38th one, yatoktam pariyupasate. These qualities has been told not to start laughing at Bhagavan's advice, or people who are following this one, not to jeer at them and not to criticize. Imbibe these qualities, what Shri Krishna has given. He wants us to become his the most dearest devotee. Yatoktam pari upasate. From various dimensions, contemplate on this one. What this Lord means, says, how it is relevant to my life. Pari upasate. Every day contemplate how I can imbibe this quality. These qualities, I lack this quality, I lack this quality. How can I imbibe these qualities in me? pari upasate shraddha, full of faith in Bhagavan's words. Faith is paramount. Shraddhoyam purushaha. You are based on your faith. You have full faith in Bhagavan Shri Krishna's words. Mat parama. Shri Krishna was not an entity, came and disappeared. He is there within. Mat parama. Regarding Bhagavan Shri Krishna as Bhagavan himself, God himself, highest. Matta parataram nanyat, nothing higher than him, seeing him as the ultimate. That type of devotee, Shri Krishna says, is the most bhakta, ativa me priyah. That devotee is exceedingly dear to me. When that devotee becomes exceedingly dear, Shri Krishna says, I take the ownership of that person's welfare. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariyapasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. That devotee is one who thinks of me all the time. Yoga, I give whatever the higher things in life. I look after their person's welfare. That is, I look after that person's. That person need not have to worry for the trivial things in life. I take the ownership of that devotee's welfare. And Shri Krishna, when that type of devotion comes, when it dawns, you see the Lord everywhere. When you start seeing everywhere, serving everywhere, the unseen hands is behind you all the time, looking after your welfare. Shri Krishna says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvaschanti nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name-bhaktah pranashyati. Shri Krishna says that devotee, if I make a promise, Shri Krishna says, I may break it. But if my devotee makes a promise that my Bhagavan won't forsake his devotees, make a promise. Shri Krishna says, I will make sure that I will fulfill. Make a promise. Shri Krishna says, whatever promise, make a promise, make a commitment. Bhagavan says, pratijanihi name-bhaktah pranashyate. Whatever promise you make, I won't forsake my devotee. I won't forsake my devotee, whatever is the situation. That devotee is protected because of me, because it is my responsibility to look after my devotee. And Shri Krishna, at the end of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Vedavyasa talks this one, devotee, not only that devotee, Bhagavan is there all the time, devotion should dawn, and we must be able to follow whatever Bhagavan has said. And that when we follow the advice of whatever Bhagavan has given, in that place there is all delusion has gone, confusion has gone, and in that place there is undoubtedly there is a prosperity. It's tatra yatra yogeshwara krishno yatra partho dhanurdaraham tatra shri vijayo bhuti dhruva-nitir matir mama. In that person, one is willing to follow the advice of Bhagavan, there is a definite victory. That person's life is a victorious. Vijaya, there will be a glory, prosperity, and Vijaya, Bhuti, good policy, good surroundings around that person. Vijaya, Bhuti, Dhruva-niti, firm resolution in that person's life. That person's life is moving ahead, higher, and towards the Mukunda, giver of Mukunda. Mukunda will give the liberation to that person. willing to act. Contemplating on Bhagavan Shri Krishna's message, it is an inspiration. Every day one must contemplate on that one, which will give the freshness to our life. Delusion, confusion, mental health, whatever this one, it won't haunt you anymore. And when through this one, when we come under the fold of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, that person becomes like a small baby under the protection of the mother. It is mother's responsibility, no longer a baby's responsibility. May this Krishna Janmashtami, which we are celebrating tomorrow, Bhagavan Shri Krishna be kind enough to grace us, guide us, and make us his best of the devotees. The jnani tvatmaiva me matam chaturvida bhajante mam janana paryupasate chaturvida bhajante mam ye jana arto jijnasu artharthi jnani chabartarshaba. May we move to the fourth type of the devotee, the highest of the devotee, so that may we become his closest of the devotees. May we become exceedingly dear to him, and not only we becoming dear to him, he also must become exceedingly dear to us. We have so many good things, pleasing things is there, and the most dearest one should be the God. I may be dear to my job, property, wife, husband, all are dear. The most dearest must be the Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Bhagavan Shri Krishna must become the most dearest in our life. And again, repeat the invocation mantra we talked about at the beginning. Kararavindena padaravindam, Mukharavinde viniveshayantam, Vatasya patrasya puteshayanam, Balam mukundam manasa smarami.